Welcome back to Lost Future Part 11.
Why is she here?
Don't worry,
Here.
don't worry, we'll never see her again from now on.
Yay!
Yay!
All that stuff in your notebook, Professor. And that... never mind. What was this explosion you were researching?
You're going through
Studies
puberty.
about Michael Bay.
You're going through puberty, Luke. It all happened quite a few years ago, when you were very small. Yes, you somehow managed to be even shorter than you are now. Two scientists working in a physics lab accidentally caused an explosion during an experiment. The blast devastated the surrounding area. And everyone died.
Then that must have been all over the news.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? However, though many perished in the blast, few records of the accident remain.
Why?
Don't worry, we'll explain how.
What happened?
Well, the records got destroyed, didn't they? That's something I'm still trying to work out myself.
Oh, let me guess. The government is evil.
But answer me this, Luke.
No, it's not the government that's evil, but there's someone covering things up from the press, stopping the press.
Government.
Why? The explosion at the presentation of Dr. Stungarn's time machine, of course.
That was my first thought as well. I have a strong suspicion that these two incidents are connected.
This syllogism it makes me confused.
Why's that?
Well, it's nothing more than a hunch at the moment, so I can't really say any more. Also, the script forbids me from doing so.
Like that character said. Come on.
Professor,
you
this
gotta
is
keep
all
the
stop.
suspense.
Okay, right.
Here we are, Professor. Scotland Yard.
This looks nothing like in real life. There's no time to waste. We have to find the inspector.
Fictional London.
This looks nothing like Scotland Yard.
But don't you know, Dweebs, it's London because there's the big band in the background.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, hey, Jay Leno. Okay, so... Welcome to Scotland Yard, headquarters of the London Police Force. What can I do you for?
Why do you sound Portuguese?
Because my chin is from that place.
We're here to see Inspector Chelmey. Could you let him know that we'd like to speak to him?
Sure, I guess.
Get your
Also,
chin
what's
sorted out.
this tipping?
I see. While the inspector is always happy to meet the public, he is terribly busy at the moment. Furthermore, I'm under strict orders to issue this puzzle to visitors.
Sure you do.
You have to issue visitors a puzzle under orders.
Yes, of course.
You'll see. I actually really love this one. In
recent years, the city has been suffering from an increase in accidents and crime. Remember, I'm reading these puzzles. According to a survey, there's one place in the city that has a higher average of injured
and deaths throughout the year than anywhere else. What could it be? Circle the name of the place. So yeah, let's think about it. There's been a lot of incidents and injured people. So, according to a survey, there's one place among all these that has the more injured people than any place else. Which place could it be? You just
I'm gonna take a stupid guess and said it's the hospital.
Bingo. It's all about thinking logically. That's of course the most logical answer, and yes, that's the one.
Who put a gag over my mouth?
The key point is that it's the average throughout the year.
I'm serious. Who put that gag over my mouth?
It was... Oh, I know who it was. It was, Yoshitoki Amano.
Who?
Yoshitake Amano.
Fucking pronunciation, Jova.
Americans have a lot of trouble pronouncing Japanese names too.
I know that. I played God Eater Burst.
Yes.
We fluke sometimes, but it goes vice versa.
The next
and
person
English.
puts a gag over my mouth, I will sue them.
At least English is fun.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, it is.
Anyway.
I know, I just spoke that by accident.
That's correct. Tremendous work as always, Professor Layton.
Huh? Do you know the professor?
Of course, I'm a huge fan.
Oh no.
Aw, there we go.
How could any self-respecting puzzler not know the name Layton?
If you don't play the games. I assume that puzzle was one of your own design.
Because it was shit.
That's right. Guilty as charged.
A toddler could figure that out.
I couldn't pass up the chance to have Professor Layton solve one of my puzzles. I'll call to let the inspector know you're coming. His office is just up those stairs.
Keen.
Thank you very much. Off, Inspector, Layton's coming upstairs. Hide the cigarettes.
Oh, hey, Barton. Alright, Dibs, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, there's nothing like a nice cup of tea to soothe the nerves.
Yeah, perfect, go with that.
Good day, Barton. What you were voicing, Barton?
Now,
Yeah.
it's because it's a parallel. I'm trying to create a parallel. Basically,
Good day to you, sir.
I'm
parallel? What do you mean?
I'm Chelmey and he's Barton. While at the same
Well,
time...
that's weird.
Hold on, let me finish, Jova. I'm Chelmey and he's Barton, and while, he's the big guy, and I'm the small guy, remember? The parallel back in the future?
Oh, I don't see him here either.
Huh, that's weird, because you were Barton in,
I know,
Pandora's
but-
box.
I know,
and
but
Lost Beauty.
Yes, you
I know,
was,
but I
he
don't
got
want to
left.
hog all the voices.
It's all very sudden.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's weird for you to change the voice, but, okay.
I'm puzzled by his sudden disappearance.
Indeed.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh?
Barton, I sincerely hope you're not spreading misinformation about me.
Why is he dancing?
Yeah, what are you doing with that hand?
Oh, so-
It wasn't 5 minutes ago I told you I needed to pop downstairs to see the chief constable.
oh, yes, you did say that, sir.
Use your ears, constable, and never move up in the force if you don't learn to listen.
I guess it makes sense having Dibs voice Barton, since he did voice his dad in Last Spectre.
Hello, Inspector.
Oh yeah, basically, Tio, in Last Spectre, there's this extra story that tells the backstory about Chelmey and how he came to take Barton under his wing.
Yeah, it's a very
Okay.
tragic story, obviously. Anyway,
Forgive the sudden intrusion, Inspector. I heard that you're leading the investigation into the Prime Minister's disappearance.
I am. And since it's you I'm speaking to, I'll be quite candid. This case has me baffled.
Chicken feed.
Dozens of eyewitnesses, myself included, and not one blasted lead to work with.
Huh, so this is why Scotland Yard eventually needed the help of Phoenix Wright in the crossover.
Since you were there too, I might as well hear your take on things.
I was interviewed on the day of the incident, but maybe another chat will uncover some new theories.
I guess, yeah.
So, of course, let's talk to him, in typical Ace Attorney fashion.
We've already established that you were there when the explosion occurred.
Yes, I certainly was.
Indeed. Then you must believe, as I do, that there's no way anyone could have survived that blast.
Maybe the
Not that-
machine did work somewhat.
Not that quack stun gun, not his staff, and though I hate to say it, not the Prime Minister. And by the way, Shiro, you're onto something.
Oh,
But what confounds
yes,
but
you're
what-
really onto something.
But what confounds me is that we haven't found a single trace of any of them.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, we didn't find any bodies and shit. We went through the place with a fine-tooth comb and didn't find anything related to the victims. It's like they just vanished.
Whoa.
No bodies, no clothing, and no shoes. Not even so much as a pocket watch or a ring. All we recovered from the scene was the 10 tons of scrap metal that used to be the machine. 10 tons, wow. No people.
There were 8 of them, sir.
Shut up. What did you just say something, Constable?
There were 8 of them, sir. 8 people vanished.
Ah yes, according to eyewitnesses' reports, 8 people vanished from the scene. Reminds me of Joe Monday and Tuesday from that Looney Tunes cartoon where Daffy goes it was 8:30 p.m. 8:32 p.m. Like I said, 8:32 p.m. How in the world do you 8 people just vanish? It's like a blasted magic trick.
Don't worry, Inspector. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister is still alive.
Unfortunately.
Huh? Ah, young Luke. Be a good lad and keep quiet, alright?
Yeah, thank you.
You're talking to the boy who stood you up at your own investigation in the second game, you remember?
The adults are having a serious discussion here. If you're bored, why don't you and Barton go play in the hobby?
The lobby.
Oh, Bart.
Ouch.
Inspector, I assure you, Luke isn't making this up. There's a very real possibility that Bill Hawks is alive. Sadly.
What? Well, don't leave me here scratching my head like a fool. Explain yourself, Layton.
You're scratching your chin. I will, but I must ask a favor of you first. Shave that ridiculous mustache.
But
No!
and what would that be? Also, this mustache is my life. It's who I am. I can't just shave it.
Do you recall the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research 10 years ago?
Which was also brought up in that special episode dedicated to Chelmey.
Whoa.
What did you just say?
I'll take that as a yes. It is imperative that I see any and all case files on that incident. Because I can do that now.
No. He's asking him like as a favor to him, to Chelmey, because if you remember from last Spectre, the professor has solved a lot, helped Scotland Yard with a lot of cases.
I'll forget them.
And also in that
But I have a
episode,
suspicion
Chelmey
your
also
current
heard
notes
about the blast too.
This old one.
He's asking as a favor, not because he has the power to actually get those. But those files are sealed and require top-level clearance. Even a high-ranking officer like myself would have trouble getting his hands on those.
I see. I'd hoped a man of your status might have the necessary clout to acquire those documents. Oh well, whatever. Come on, Luke, we're going. Unfortunately, it seems I may have hoped for too much. I'm sorry to have asked the impossible of you.
Now you can say it. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
What just a moment, Layton. I just might be able to get you access to the case file. He's curious now.
Excellent. I would be extremely grateful for that.
Keen.
You better be.
Oh, we are, thank you.
Yeah, no shit.
Just one thing though. These documents don't come for free.
I don't have any money.
I want to hear everything you know, or suspect, about the Prime Minister's whereabouts.
Fair trade.
Of course. Once I've seen the documents and I'm sure my theory is sound, every detail will be yours.
Look at this smug on his face.
Barton, head down to the archives and find those old files. Tell them you're there on my orders.
Right away, sir!
Those files can't leave the archives, but you can read them down there. Fair enough. Take the stairs down from the lobby to the cellar.
Don't worry, Chelmey. We played last Spectre. We know how this works.
Much appreciated, Inspector.
Alright,
Come on, Luke, let's go.
to the
All
archives.
I'm surprised a parrot didn't poke him on the head or anything. Hello?
I love how he twirls his mustache. Okay, so... talk to him.
Welcome to the archives. I've covered all the case files pertaining to the explosion.
That was quick.
Thank you, Barton. Your hard work has saved us considerable time.
Indeed.
Yuck! His papers are all mildewy and covered in dust.
Mildewy? What does that mean, mildewy?
These
Mildewy,
files are
that
ominous
means
to most
like
people.
damp.
You're the first
I
to
like,
touch them in a
I
long
was gonna say
time.
that.
It means that they're damp and they're starting to smell because of it.
You...
Oh, okay.
I see.
All
Welcome to another bout of Jova, Shiroi, and Dwibs teach Pedro and Teo American
English.
/ English terms.
British. I appreciate the offer, Luke, but I should handle these myself. They are top secret, after all. It's a known fact that if a child touched them, they'll explode.
Oh, of course, if you say so, Professor.
Is that like in Mission Impossible where every single
Dun,
record we
dun,
send
dun,
to the
dun, dun,
agents
dun,
explodes
dun,
every
dun,
5
dun.
seconds? Like,
Just a bit longer, Luke. I'll be finished soon.
Huh.
Oh, come on.
Professor's actually in the field.
Yes, we're playing as Luke now.
Don't you ever get tired of the inspector shouting at you, Constable Barton?
Oh, it's not so bad. He only scolds me when he has good reason to, which is often, unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Then get better at your job then.
I make a lot of mistakes, so I get shouted at a lot.
Yeah. To be fair, there actually is a reason why Chelmey's
He's
extremely
always
hard
telling
on
me I lack
Barton.
insight and don't pay enough attention. He's absolutely right. I get distracted very easily and then I make mistakes. And why do I sound American?
Oh, hindsight.
oh, chin up, Constable. Everyone makes mistakes. I make them all the time.
Yeah, I noticed that, Duke.
Oh, he tries.
I have made some howlers, though.
Oh, really?
Just the other day, in fact, I found myself in quite a jam.
Well, was the howler that loud? Who was the message from?
Alright, so let's see what kind of jam he was in.
Park the car. Okay. Barton needs to
Barton
park
needs
his
to
police.
Professor, I'm the one solving this puzzle.
Oh.
Barton needs to park his police car in the space indicated by the flag. When he encounters a cross, he has to turn left or right. When he meets the circle, he must keep going straight. Assuming he's not allowed to reverse the car, which route does Barton need to take in order to reach the parking space? Draw a line from the police car to the parking space. As you can see, this parking space can only be entered from one side.
Indeed.
So,
So
yeah.
yeah, like I said, when it's a cross, you can go change directions. When it's a circle, you have to go straight. So basically, it's a matter of thinking of, okay, what's the best way we can take? Let's see.
But yeah,
Where's
going
the
back to what
parking
I was...
space again? Oh, it's the flag.
It's the flag. We're supposed to go from the bottom, which is where the car is, to where the flag is, and the flag has to be entered from below. As you can see, the opening spaces from below.
Mhm.
There we go. Thinking. I'm just making sure I did things right.
Hmm.
Okay, there we go. Submit.
This is the most awkward parking ever.
Yeah.
Well, the Barton did say that he got himself in quite a jam, so yeah, he was right.
Welcome to Luke Triton Teaches Driving. Nice driving. Barton has to go all the way around in the parking space in order to get there. Though you showed him the route he needed to take, all those turns seem to have confused Barton. He's ridden off the police car and the inspector's not happy.
Wow, he rid up his own police car for a ticket.
Wonderful work, Luke. I bet the professor never has to shout at you.
Actually, he doesn't, believe it or not.
A true gentleman never shouts.
Well, the professor's not really the shouting type,
Luke, fetch me my tea!
Never mind.
unless it's in the crossover. But it's true that I never leave a puzzle unsolved. I've got his reputation to uphold.
Probably wrecked it more times already. Oh dear, I never considered the possibility that my clangers could harm the inspector's reputation.
Yes, well, the professor doesn't shout that often. He can be a bit bitchy.
Don't worry, Constable. You try your best, and that's the most important thing.
Dick Layton shouts at Luke a lot, but if only I could convince the inspector to see things that way. Luke, come here. I think I found what we're looking for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I found what we're looking for.
What is it, Professor?
Sorry, I kind of read that line a bit wrong. That file yielded some very important, some very valuable information.
Professors, read your lines properly.
Sorry,
What exactly did you find out, Professor?
but I'm not perfect. Let's just say that I'm very confident that the Prime Minister is still alive.
I bet that was news to you, wasn't it, Professor?
Shut up!
You want to join Miss Von Karma at Perfectionist Anonymous?
The only way to save him, however, is to travel to the other London, where he's being held.
Indeed.
You think he might be trapped in the future?
Honestly, Joe Burford, I think Franziska needs more help than from Perfectionist Anonymous.
Perhaps. This is something we need to discuss with the inspector.
Indeed. Alright, back up.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, basically to give the abridged version, let's just say Chelmey promised someone that he would help Barton become the best inspector ever. Or a certain thing.
Well,
that's
Layton,
why he's hard on him.
Did your investigation bear any fruit? And I mean actual good fruit, not rotten fruit.
It
Wait,
did
shouldn't
indeed.
that be B-A-R-E?
It generated these lovely apples. But before I explain, please allow me a few questions.
I
Sure.
prefer watermelons.
Inspector, were you involved in an investigation into the explosion at that institute 10 years ago? Ooh, good, I love watermelons.
Yes. Ages ago I was. Remember, I had just been promoted to sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And do you remember the names of the scientists thought to have caused the explosion?
Okay, let me see. Let me think. Ah, it's coming back to me now. One was called Allen, Dr. Dmitry Allen.
Of course it's a Russian. Weren't there two scientists implicated? Do you remember the second scientist's name?
My chin doesn't remember. It was a quite long time ago, you know.
I see you're having some difficulty remembering.
There's also one other reason why he doesn't remember, but we'll get to that eventually.
Yep.
Well then, what about the victims? Do you remember anything about them?
The explosion caused substantial damage to the area and destroyed a nearby block of flats.
Now who's misremembering their lines?
I misread too and read the first time flock of cats.
Several of the
Oh,
building's tenants
boy.
perished in the explosion. Strange enough, though, I think that both the scientists involved in the experiment survived. So yeah, that's weird.
That was very informative. Thank you, Inspector.
Destroyed a flock of cats.
A flock of cats. Right, now I got a few questions of my own. How do you think this old case relates to my current one, exactly?
This is just a theory. But I think the Prime Minister is being held somewhere beyond the influence of Scotland Yard.
Oh, really? Do you mean to say he's been held in another country? Maybe in Portugal?
He's being
You may
bribed
find what I'm about to tell you
because
hard
it's
to
not when
believe.
money talks.
But I think Bill Hawkes is being held captive in the future.
Dun dun dun.
If this is your idea of a joke, Layton, I'm not laughing.
Honestly, Chelmey, you've seen some weird shit.
Actually, he hasn't,
This
Shiroi.
I can understand your
He was never in Curious Village, and he was also, he was in...
And he wasn't
False
there
Sense.
for Lost Future. I mean, Last Spectre.
Should I learn
No,
anything else about the Prime Minister's whereabouts? You'll be the first to know.
He was in False Sense, but he never actually saw,
Look,
he left the village before, before shit went down, so he never actually... Yeah.
Alright,
No,
I'm
we're right
confused.
there. We had a deal. Surely you've got more for me than that far-fetched theory.
It was his brother-in-law that saw the really weird stuff in the
Inspector,
prequel
I've told
trilogy.
you as much as I know at the moment. Now, please excuse us.
Blast that Layton.
Oh, don't worry. There's something going
Now
on.
that we've got what we came for, let's go back to the clock shop. Cog is waiting for us.
Let's just say we haven't heard the last of both the two people we just left.
Righto, Professor.
Well, of course, they have to be there for the big climax, as they usually are.
Alright,
You know, when
so...
Layton does sing.
Yeah, so yeah, Midland Road. Can
Okay.
have a Layton game without the classic Sherlock Holmes moment where he points out to the guilty one right in front of everybody, so... Alright, straight to the clock shop.
I suppose we have to head back to future London now, don't we?
I guess so, yeah.
What's the matter, Luke? Are you scared of travelling through time again?
Well, he
No,
got
it's that the
sick
future
that
London
time.
doesn't seem nearly as gracious as this one. Yes, I mean, no, as long as I don't have to do it alone.
Of course not. I'll be right here with you. Until you get in the machine, and I'll lock it, and then you'll be going to the future on your own.
But
Yeah,
the
come on,
machine's
worst
not
case
that small.
Worst case scenario, you use Layton's top hat as a vomit basket.
Our first step is to head to Chinatown to meet the future Layton, right?
That's right.
I don't think we can
My
have the
assumptions
hat.
are correct.
We can't
We'll
have.
find
The,
time
so,
to spend.
I'm sorry, Theo. We don't speak about the hat. It's just too painful for me. It's just too painful for me to talk about the hat.
Some people talk about
Considering
that.
the warm welcome
You're just
received
making me
from
wonder
family,
about this
see,
even more.
I see. Anything's possible.
Oh, we'll get to see what's under that hat, all right.
Yeah.
Luke, there's no telling what kind of dangers await us in the future.
And then, spoilers, at the end, Layton takes off his hat, and boom, there's a rabbit there. Haha! Turns out I'm a magician.
Maybe it would be best.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
What kind of apprentice would I be if I left you in those dangers all alone?
How
A
noble
really
you.
bad one.
I'm coming with you, Professor. Let's go.
Ta-da!
Fine.
Alright. Chapter 6.
Traveling companions? Question mark.
Alright then. Let's go to the clock shop.
Time to go to the more ruined London.
All right. What mischief have you two got yourselves into now, then?
Wow, your voice changes a lot.
All the characters in this series have voice problems.
I don't. Excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about.
What did he sound
No,
like
Future
earlier?
Luke does, because earlier it sounded like he was normal.
never mind this. I prefer the voice you're using right now, so just...
No
keep
point in
using-
playing innocent boy. Old
Yeah.
Stasham Scarfin knows more than you think.
I prefer this one too.
They might be hidden, but I do have eyes, you know.
I can see your eyes right there.
And these eyes can see that the law's right on your tail.
I don't think I understand.
The police are gonna get you, you fucking moron!
Wouldn't be the first time.
So no more, boy. Just know that I'm always on your side. If you call me, I'll come running.
Well, then where the heck were you
Is that
when you
a
got
reference to
arrested
Shining?
in Last Spectre?
I wasn't here yet.
Oh, well, thanks, I suppose.
We ought to be off now, Luke. I have the feeling that things are about to get interesting.
As interesting as Rosetta Stone's crush on you?
I prefer not to talk about that.
What is it about these private lessons that she
Luke,
talks
do you remember
about?
the secret knock that Big Luke
Not really,
last
Shiro. You
time?
can go.
Of course, allow me, Professor.
Wait, hold on. Isn't one of our characters about to show up?
Don't worry. Dwebs can cover for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Professor.
Oh no. Sorry to keep you waiting. Where's Cog, by the way?
Oh, Cog is just screaming about how he creates clocks.
I create clocks!
See? I told you.
And I destroy them.
Shut up.
Shut up!
Okay. Welcome back. I take it you found the information you were after. We did. I hope Luke hasn't got tired of waiting for us back in the future. Dun 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 dun.
No, I'm sure I haven't, Professor. If I know me, I have a Nintendo 3DS to pass the time with.
We mustn't keep the young sir waiting.
Young sir?
Oh, did I just call Luke sir? Or is he a madam now? Sorry, it's an old habit from being in service. My mind's just not as sharp as it used to be, you know. I often get a little muddled and... Go away! Someone's at the door.
What? Preen timing.
Oh, hello there.
You can't just barge to private property. It's illegal. Not to mention ungentlemanly.
This is illegal, you know.
But I, madam, am no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law. I'm not...
So are you a lady then?
What's Inspector Chelmey doing here?
that can be a meme. I'm no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law.
Tell this, didn't you, Inspector? I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt.
Totally.
Which case, Spring is right. It is very unbecoming of a gentleman.
Oh, come on, Layton. Standards.
Say what you will, Layton. The fact remains that our Prime Minister is missing.
Who cares?
Well, we have to do everything in our power to return him to you. We don't want him showing up in America.
And if I have to step on a few toes to find him, then that's what I'll do. I'll go to Portugal if I need him. If I need it.
Inspector.
Actually, on second thought, if he comes to America, he might get distracted enough.
And I'll keep doing it until you lay your cards on the table, Layton. All of them.
I can't believe you, Professor.
Oh boy.
She followed us too.
Ha! And you thought she was just gonna be a cameo.
You too, Luke.
Sorry, this was intended for Shiroi, so yeah.
Flora?
What's yours, Berta?
You ran off and left me on my own again. I'd even made you those nice cucumber sandwiches.
Yeah, Flora's one of those girls that Japan like to make that, try to
She
cook.
has.
but,
There's also the fact that as anyone who
Flora,
played through it-
please. We just didn't want to put you in danger, that's all.
There's also the fact that she has abandonment issues because of what happened in Kira's village. So
You say that, but the real reason you won't take me is because you think I'll get in the way, isn't it?
By the way, her cooking probably doesn't help since, canon-wise, her cooking is, of a variety that can,
yeah.
No, that's not it at all.
Flora, you have to understand. You could be put in harm's way. It's for your own safety that. Oh! You punched me in the balls!
I don't know anyone else here. What am I supposed to do when you two run off?
True.
she has a point.
True.
Get me ball surgery. Oh!
Wow, Layton, if that's your adoptive daughter, then once again, Phoenix proves himself to be a better parent.
Just sit there like a lemon and wait.
Like a lemon? What kind of association is that?
Like an idiot.
It's
No, I know,
Well,
but
when
why
you
the
put it
lemon?
that way.
because a lemon has no brains and sits still.
You know, Layton, I think the girl has a point.
Ha! True.
You may be leaving her behind out of concern, but that doesn't help anyone if it gets her all upset.
But she'll die anyway.
My chin is full of wisdom.
Inspector, you too.
Oh, Professor!
Sorry to interrupt, but we got to get going. We can't keep Luke waiting any longer.
Sure, let's bark everyone in.
Why not? The
I
more
have
the
to
merrier.
start her up now.
No! Go!
Go! But there are several people here who have nothing to do with the matter at hand.
Too bad, now they have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, the more the merrier, that's what you say, isn't it?
Cog
After
agrees.
all,
Cog-
You don't want to open that kind of
That's
worms.
ridiculous. I beg you to reconsider.
Well, Aiden, this is one of your finale games, and chronologically,
Sorry,
this is your
Professor.
finale.
We've got to go. Hold on, everyone.
And here we go again. Hold on. What for, exactly?
Hold it! Wait, what am I doing here?
Dun, 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 dun. Whatever.
88 miles an hour. Okay, end of the line. Everyone out. Go!
What in the world?
Ugh, my stomach's doing backflips again.
10.
Hey, Layton. What just happened exactly?
Step outside and see for yourself, Inspector. That should serve as a sufficient explanation.
I don't know, Layton. It took a
Okay.
Pedro?
Okay.
No.
Never mind.
But remember,
Inspector. I'm feeling a little queasy. Very queasy, actually.
but remember, Tio, Chelmey's an inspector, so he's hard grinded to figure these things out quick.
Well, there's also the fact, Joe, that he's an incompetent inspector, so...
I was just about to say, he's a bit shit at his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's an
Don't go
inspector.
for
He'll
me.
probably figure
I'm
it out.
feeling a bit green.
You don't look green to me.
She's feeling green.
It ain't easy being green.
Are you okay, Flora?
You wouldn't like Flora when she's angry. Dum 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 dum.
I'll say time travel really takes it out of you.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, so
dun.
Flora ended
Oh,
up with
oh,
us.
she just collapsed.
I'm just
Yep.
a little dizzy.
Hmm.
Luke, come on, CPR right now.
Oh no, Flora!
Okay, so we'll.
So are we gonna help her, or we're just gonna
No,
leave her there?
Spring and Cog will tend to her.
Okay.
But how come
Wow,
Flora's
you're
still
weird.
there in the group?
Some adoptive father you turned
Because
out
she's
to
in
be
the
late.
because she's in the partied whips. Layton, what's all this? What's happened to London?
It's turned into Tomorrowland, where house
Oh
raised
no!
free.
Not
Still in
Tomorrowland!
London.
No!
Just been transported 10 years into the future.
Oh, so he brought them to the future.
But-
He brought them all to the future.
But that's impossible, isn't it? Or is it possible, Layton?
We're here.
Oh, tell me, if only you were around during the
One thing
prequel
is for certain.
trilogy.
We're no longer in the London we know, I say smiling.
Yeah, then why are you smiling?
I don't think we're at Kansas anymore, Chelmey. Well, there will be plenty of time for debate once my work here is done.
Oh,
I seem
there's much work to do.
I seem to recall you saying something about the Prime Minister being trapped in the future. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is by no means certain, but it remains a definite possibility.
Well then, what are we standing around for? The hunt is on, Barton! So yeah, we're off to find the Prime Minister.
All right.
You know, Inspector, we may have better luck tracking him if we work together on this case.
Oh, now you want to work with him.
The script says so.
That's enough on you, Layton. The fact remains that you're a civilian, so I'll handle this on my own.
But you have no authority.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll leave the Chelmey and Barton to their police work, and we'll go back to Big Luke
Yeah,
to see.
their police work of just standing there looking befuddled.
Yes. Well, there
Yeah.
are cops, so yeah. All right, see you, everybody.